Yes, sir.
Well done, John, as always.
All
Always.
right.
Fantastic,
Good job,
John.
man.
God, I love it.
All
Yeah, that
right.
gets me going.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Welcome.
going on,
Halenville
guys?
live on a Wednesday night, December the 15th, 2021, with Charles Green, Neil Daly, John, and Shreddy from Everybody Wants Some
What's up?
in the house. Hey, dude.
Seems like I'm a little bit off here.
You got your YouTube on still.
Oh shit! Sorry.
X out of that. Yeah. You're good.
Here we go.
I just did the same thing. So
Right on.
What do I
I
want
was
to hear?
hearing everybody. I was hearing everybody in an echo, and I'm like, I know it's got to be Mike. So, yeah.
Right.
How's it
Good
going,
to see
dude?
all you guys, man. It's good to see you guys. It's good to
Right
see you
on.
guys in the
Good
chat
to see
too.
you guys too.
Wow.
Toast.
So,
All right. John, Neil, how's things going this week?
I am doing great. I'm doing
Better-
great.
It's going better for Neil, I think, than me.
that's a Jesus.
Right.
Yeah, until I do my taxes in 2023. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
it, right?
yeah. No,
Oh.
it's been a crazy week. There was something only a few people knew about on November 2nd or November 3rd. My wife and I attended a taping of The Price is Right, and one of us was called up on stage, and we weren't allowed to talk about it. They made us sign all kinds of non-disclosure agreements and fun things like that. And all we could say was that the taping of the show was December 14th, so that aired yesterday. And so now the world has been privy to it's quite yet another wacky adventure in the merry life of Neil Daly.
So
Hey, Tony, put up the picture.
priceless.
there he is.
That's
Very
priceless.
thrilled to be there.
That's my look that says $300 nailed it.
I was yelling at you. I was like, Neil, you idiot! Come on, what are you doing? $300.
It was like sweatpants. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It was like t-shirts and shorts. I'm going, how the hell is that $800? Yeah. So well, John, go ahead. I was just going to talk a little bit about the show just for
Yeah,
people.
no, I want you to.
Yeah.
For those of the people that didn't see it, you're going to tell them the outcome. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So here's what happened. So this is one of the many examples in my life of karma blowing up in my face. This past summer, probably July, I think, being an active guitar builder, musician, entertainer, blah, 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 I don't sleep. I barely sleep. And so, as I'm prone to do often, I'm scrolling through Instagram at like 3:00 in the morning, and this thing comes up, be a contestant on The Price is Right. And my wife Alexia she loves the show. She also does all the grocery shopping, and she comparative shops. Like, she knows a CVS price versus a Ralph's price, and these that's just who she is. So I thought it would be funny. I'm like, I'm gonna sign her up for the show. So I submitted the application. The application was pretty long and drawn out. Like, it was probably 5 pages of questions asking if you've ever been on camera before, what kind of personality would you say you have, blah, blah, blah. You have to send pictures of the person. So I was submitting all this stuff on her behalf. And again, this is 3 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, after it was done, said and done, I completely forgot about it.
Wow.
Well, maybe a month or 2 later, she happens to be on her own at the courthouse in Burbank, California, asking questions about, because we weren't married yet. So they're asking questions about, you know, she's talking about changing her name, legally changing her name and all this stuff. And while she's in the courthouse of all places, she's getting this call nonstop, this barrage of calls that from a number she didn't recognize, but it kept going and kept going. And so finally she answered the phone and he's like, "Hi, this is Jake from The Price is Right. We loved your application. We're going to go forward with you." and she sits there and she's immediately thinks it's a prank. She's like, "You got to be kidding me." So she hangs up on the guy. And then she calls me and she's like, "You're never going to believe what just happened to me. Some guy said he was from The Price is Right and he just called me." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like,
Good thing.
yeah. I'm gonna be like, "I forgot to tell you about this."
Oh, jeez, man. That's
So
good.
I tell her, I'm like, "Call the guy back. Tell her it wasn't a joke. You know, you were sorry. Whatever." So now we'll skip ahead. So she calls the guy back and they say, "You're in the contestant pool." But because of, you know, in the old days, back in the day, they used to just invite like everybody that wanted to be a contestant comes down to a taping of the show, and they would squeeze 300 people in the theater and do like pre-interviews there and kind of rile the crowd up and try and get get a vibe for who would be good on stage and whatnot. And that was kind of it. Now it's all different because they have a very socially distant show. So the seating of the show, everybody's 6 feet apart. They probably taken maybe 50 people in total, and they do all their pre-interviews by Zoom now. So they started calling her and had her do these, you know, all these Skype and Zoom interviews where she had to, you know, she would go upstairs and I would hear her from downstairs. I would hear her screaming and yelling like she won something. And kind of
practicing.
Yeah. Well, more or less, I think it was kind of an audition process. I think they were kind of like, what would you do if you won a car and that type of thing. And they had her like jumping around and doing all this stuff. So then they, you know, a couple weeks later, they say, "Okay, yeah, we loved you. You know, we'll let you know when we have a show date, and we're definitely going to invite you on. You can invite up to 4 people to join you, or 5 people to come and join you, or something along those lines." So we asked about, you know, we started talking to our friends, but we didn't have a show date. And I've been in the entertainment business long enough to say, you know, I've had casting directors tell me, "You're perfect. We love you. You got the part." And nothing materializes. So you know, until you're actually there on the lot, I never believe it's actually going to happen. And then, you know, another month or so went by with nothing, absolutely nothing. They totally ghosted us. And then finally, right around, you know, mid-October, they said, "Okay, we've got a show date for you. It's November. It's in like 2 weeks. It's November 3rd. You got to come down the day before. You got to get a COVID test the day before. Then you have to get the results. Then you have to come back the next day and take another COVID test and do all this stuff." And we were like, "Yeah, that's fine." She had asked a couple of our friends, you know, if they could join us. We wanted to have like a big crowd rallying for her and stuff like that. But it just, you know, it was kind of last minute. And nobody could really swing it. Even some friends of ours that totally regret it now, nobody could make it. So we go to the table, we do the COVID test the day before and we pass, and then we go the next day and we pass, and then we go through, and you can't take your cell phones in. You got to leave them in the car, you know, so that there's no photos or images or, you know, whatever. And then they put us in groups of like per show, because they tape like 2 or 3 shows a day. And they put us in a batch of like the 50 people that are going to be on our particular show. And they have producers come out and they interview everybody, and they kind of talk about, you know, they all they're trying to do is gauge your energy, but they're asking you stuff like, "What's your favorite game? And what do you do this? And what would you do this? And how would you like this? And where are you from?" And they want people to just be goofy and off the wall. And Alexia is all those things. She's absolutely, she's nuts in this stuff. Meanwhile, I'm kind of sitting there trying to be supportive of her. But they're like, "Who's the shopper in the family?" And we're both like, "She is," and all this stuff. And "What's your favorite game?" And she's like saying all these things. I'm like, "I don't even know what the games are." Like, I don't. Finally, we all go into and by the way, I also, for people don't know this. I wear glasses for distance seeing, and I didn't bring them that day. Didn't think I would need to. Didn't whatever. I'm just there. Everybody there had custom made shirts. She had a Price is Right T-shirt and all this stuff. I wore a flannel. I looked like I just rolled out of bed.
I noticed that. I was like, nice, dress up for the occasion.
Right.
Nah, you look good, bro.
So we get called in, and then the show starts, and they're doing all this thing, and then it's just a crapshoot. Once you're in the room, you have no idea who's getting called up, who's doing what. First half of the show goes by, all the contestants go, they do the wheel, all this stuff, and then Alexi and I are kind of thinking, there's a chance maybe neither of us will get caught up. We don't know. And then when the second half starts, show after the first wheel, they go, come on, Neil Daly, come on down. And luckily, I swear to God, it took the camera a couple minutes to find me in the crowd, to pan across, because my initial reaction was I looked directly at Alexia and I must have mouthed the words, "What the?" Like that. like I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then all of a sudden there's a camera in your face. So then my training kicks in where I'm like, yay, okay, I'm on camera, I gotta act surprised, I gotta whatever. And I run down there and I'm doing all this stuff. So I'm doing the show, and then I'm just kind of laughing, and the cameras are face front, she's behind me. So what you couldn't see is every time I would bid on something, I would turn around and look at her, and I would just go like, I'm so pissed at you. Like she had something to do with it. She's laughing hysterically the whole time because she just thinks this is hysterical, that of course I'm the person that they would call up. She just thought it was great. And she knows this stuff. So I'm turning around, I'm looking at her. Then of course she's a hairstylist. So the prize I win is hair care products, of course. Nice. And then because I turn around at her and she's yelling at me, telling me what to say. So, and the camera caught her a couple times. She was priceless. She owned it. So I get up. I go up, and the prize is a car. You're playing for a car, and it's not like a pricing game with like grocery store products. It's just basically it's a crapshoot. It's like, here are numbers that could be in the car. Pick them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So of course the first one I pick right away, I'm like, oh, it's got to be that one. Nope, that's not it. And they're like, okay, that's your one strike. You don't get another one. So I turn around at Alexia, and I'm looking at her, and she's like yelling something. And so I say that. Ding, 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 she gets it. I'm like, okay, last try. And then I turn around, get it, whatever, and she, ding, 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 she gets it. So I win the car. Oh and then, again, I'm kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. I don't want to be here today. And it's like the weirdest, like I'm the only person in the world that like just won a car, and I'm going, oh my God. So I run up there, and then they do this weird thing to fill in, because there's all kinds of breaks where they set the prizes up and they don't tape it fluidly. There's lots of breaks in it. So then I've got to go stand by the car, and they filmed for about 2 minutes straight because they don't know what they're going to use. And I have to keep jumping around and yelling and looking at the car for 2 minutes, to the point where I'm going hoarse. My voice is going. I'm like, what do you guys want me to do? They're like, keep going, keep going. So I'm like, yay! So you get to that stuff. So I get through there, and then next thing you know, you go to spin the wheel a second time through. And I'm sitting there going, I just want a car. At this point, I'm fine with leaving. I'm good. I'm good. Like I could literally leave right now. The first girl goes to spin the wheel, goes over $1. She's out. The second girl spins the wheel. She goes over $1. She's out. So before I spin the wheel, I'm moving on. I'm like, this is utterly ridiculous. I can't believe
that. I'm like, holy crap! He's threading the needle here, just right.
I know, I know. So then, here's the big controversy of the show. When it comes down, so I get to the showcase showdown thing. I bid on the first prize. The other girl bids on the second prize. Now, that's me. That's me figuring it all out. So when it comes to the showcase, I'm pretty good. I pretty much priced the car. It was basically like sledding equipment and like a coffee espresso maker and a mixed drink mixer, and then a Nissan truck. So I pretty much figured the average cost of vehicles on that is probably $22,000 to $25,000. Maybe this one was a little bit more because it looked nicer. But then I'm going, the sledding equipment can't be much money. And the coffee maker thing and all the stuff, I'm like, those maybe $1,000 for that. Yeah. So in my head, I'm immediately going, okay, I'm going to guess $33,000. But because Alexia has been right on everything so far, I turn, look at the crowd, and I see her. Now, here's the thing that you guys got to understand. I'm not wearing glasses, and all you hear is this wall of sound yelling because everybody in the room is yelling a number at you. And I'm trying to distinguish Alexia's voice from everybody else's, and I can't really see the stuff across the room. The prizes, it was just like a blur to me. So finally, I look at Alexia, and the only thing I could hear or make out was something 7. I heard something 7 amongst 50 people yelling numbers at me.
Wow.
So I had 33 in my head. I was going to go 33. I hear her say something 7. So I go 37.
No way.
And as soon as I said it, I'm like,
You
wow,
could
that
tell,
seems really
right.
high.
You
Yeah.
could tell,
Oh,
I
I'm
could
sure.
see your reaction,
On
your body
camera, because
language.
I looked at her. I was like, what did I just do? I was like, oh, no. And then I just knew. I just knew it.
Yeah.
So then then I'm hoping the other girl is, over as well or something along those lines. And then they come out, and then it comes out. And long story short, if 37, I overbid. It was 34 something. So if I had guessed 33, I would have won both showcases and stuff. And instead I was over. But again, I was like, here's the weird thing. The competitive guy in me is like, I can't believe I just lost. Meanwhile, everybody else is going, you just won a car.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but I lost on national TV. I can't that can't happen.
The price is wrong, Bob.
Right.
But you know what? When you think about it, you weren't that far off, though. You weren't that far off from her.
That's the strange thing. If it's like, it's weird,
Wow.
then of course you go through all these second guessing things. Cause I'm like, why do they have it be closest without going over? Why can't it just be closest?
Right.
Like,
Right.
what if I was over by $1? I don't
Right.
win. Like that kind of stuff. So that's weird.
Yeah.
So then then the show's over. They congratulate everybody. They bring you back into all the winners have to go into a private room where we sign all kinds of paperwork. They have to it's like we're filling out W-2s, and they tell us that basically you're going to be taxed on the value of your prizes. So this is, your car is $25,000, and it's basically like $25,000 of income. You're going to be taxed on it next year. And I'm like, that sucks. I just won something. And then they keep going. And then they say, the dealership will contact you. It's out of our hands now. So you can trade up or trade, you could get a different car than that one, but through the dealer and all this other stuff. And then, it was just, and then they tell you all these, these laws of secrecy that you can't talk to anybody about the show. You can't post on social media that you were here. You can't come back for 10 years. I'm like, don't worry. That's fine. That's totally fine. But during this time that I'm in this meeting with all these people, with the prize winners, Alexia is still in the main audience room talking to Drew Carey and George, the announcer guy. And they were just saying, and then she explained all this stuff. Like she was saying, I said 27. And the guy's going, well, that would have been 2 under anyway. So either way, you wouldn't have won. But then they were like, you're really funny. You should come back and do this. And she's like, I was supposed to be on the show today. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, okay, we'll put you back in the contestant pool and we'll have you guys come back. They're like, so, because they want her on the show at some point. So now that's kind of the call that we're waiting for. And so that was my adventure.
That is outstanding, brother.
Fun.
My God.
I wonder if there was like a producer somewhere that just decided, like, okay, we've had 3 women. Let's get another guy up there. Pick the guy, Neil, instead of the wife. Pick him. I wonder.
Probably.
Yeah,
like
could
that,
be.
right?
Could be. I mean, because in a weird way, the producers, they're casting roles, essentially. The average person. The weird thing to me, though, is, I'm sure it worked out fine, but the weird thing to me is most of the people that win and go on those shows are wacky. They're loud, they're obnoxious, they're boisterous, they're like die-hard Price is Right fans. So I'm kind of surprised, based on the character that I was portraying while I was there, was just kind of one, like, I don't really care if I'm here or not.
The flannel shirt said it all, buddy.
I don't know. I don't know. I think
Neil,
the
guns is not a
Converse said
thing,
it all.
okay?
Yeah, exactly. I was 2 seconds away from just wearing sweatpants to the show too, thinking I was never going to see. Alexia's like, you got to wear jeans. I'm like, whatever.
Hey, and I also love the little Van Halen related reference in there with the "You Can't Drive 55."
55. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
they did the whole blowing hair in the wind thing. I'm like, oh, this is good, Sammy.
You had a little
All
mojo.
roads, guys, lead to Van Halen.
All they do. They actually do.
All roads
So-
lead to Van Halen. Yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
So for anybody out there, so the footnote to this entire story, and I'm sorry if I've dragged this on way too long, but
No,
Awesome.
the irony is, so for the last 24 hours nonstop, I've had people hit me up left and right, being like, "Oh my God, let me see the car, let me see the car," and the strange thing is, I already had a conversation with the dealership, and there's just an absolute shortage of new vehicles on lots all over the place, all over the country, let alone California. So the
Crazy.
dealer was basically telling me, in not so many words, he was like, good luck getting it. It was kind of, it was that's kind of the way he left it. He was just like, I'm going to come down, I'm going to see what they got on the lot, and then he was like, we'll go to work trying to look for it or whatever. But it could take 6 months. Who knows?
Wow.
So yeah, I'm not getting the car anytime soon, and I'm fine with that. I'm just trying. That's
we were all gonna hit you up for cash tonight. You know what I mean? Gee.
yeah.
Venmo.
Yeah. Let me be careful when I say this. So far, what I know is I don't have a car, but I'm being taxed on one. That's where I'm at.
Exactly.
And that's America. Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
America.
exactly.
Thank you. So yeah.
You're gonna pay the tax on it before you get it.
Yeah. Well, you got to
Love
pay.
this
You have to
country.
pay sales tax and registration and license fees before you take it off the lot. So
Wow.
even if they
Yeah.
had the car there for me tomorrow, I have to go there and pay a couple $1,000s out of
Oh my
pocket
God.
to get a car that I want.
I was going to
So
ask you about that.
Yeah. So that was my week.
Wow.
John, how was yours?
I had the flu.
yeah.
Ouch. Ouch.
You win the
better
you win
now,
the week,
John.
Neil. You win the week.
I win the week.
Yes.
Oh man.
I hope you're feeling better, John.
Yeah, I finally. It took a while. It's actually been almost 2 weeks. I can't believe it. Yeah.
Good, man.
Dude, the last time I was on it, I had COVID. I couldn't even. It was. I don't know how I talked on here.
Oh God.
It
Oh,
was crazy.
that was a
Oh,
great game
Lord.
face, though.
I might have
bro.
gave it to
No
John.
idea. No idea.
Yeah, you got it from John. That's right.
Sorry, dude.
Um,
Listen. I'll cough on Neil's side
That's
tonight.
it. That's it. Hey,
let's recognize these fine folks here in the chat with us tonight. Guitar Man 45, Janice Lala, Keith
Janice.
Campbell,
Keith.
Keith, my man.
Analog Kid is out in the
Analog.
chat garden. The Gate, Ed Durable is
Ed, what's
here.
up, bro?
Dan in New Jersey, Kurt
Dan.
5150,
Hey, Kurt's here.
What's going on, Kurt?
Hey, Kurt.
Tim Thomas.
Tim, how you doing?
Let's scroll up, keep going. Keith H. Hey, dude.
Keith, what's going on, brother?
Still scrolling. Christopher Live Sour.
I should point out there that if anybody, if they had like, if I would have known on the show that they were going to have like women's accessories and clothing and shoes and stuff like that, the first thing I would have do is texted Kurt and been like, dude, what do you got for this stuff? You know these things.
Hey, pink pants.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Absolutely. Kurt, love you, man. Just kidding.
Hey,
And welcome.
baggy pink pants, right,
Yeah.
Kurt?
Yep.
Is that Ann Statura? Is that
That
who
was
you
my
guys-
wife.
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
Hey,
Ann.
awesome.
And
Your husband is a rocker.
Hey, did she get sick too?
Yeah, we both did, man. 2 weeks, like John said.
Mm.
I was out
Man.
for a while.
Oh man.
Oh, that's rough.
I lost 12 pounds.
wow.
Andrew, British Electric Blues.
Andrew.
Andrew, what's
Nice,
going on,
very
brother?
nice.
See you,
Andrew.
sir. Yeah. All right. Let's scroll back downward.
Good
We
crowd
got
tonight.
a couple of unboxings
Ooh, cool.
along the way. Tonight we'll also do a round of, where is it at? How about some Van Halen trivia?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't changed the name of it to Almost Impossible Van Halen Trivia, but like I said, the questions do get harder, so we may not have a winner tonight. Good luck.
Ooh, sounds like a challenge.
Mm. Yeah. And we will give away
A 5150.
A 5150. That's how confident I am that no one's going to get this.
One of
She
Neil's
can be a car.
guitars.
Yeah,
Or a
right.
car.
Let's see. What should we get rid of today?
Oh, jeez, dude.
You get a guitar, and you get a guitar, and you get a guitar. Actually, you know what? If I ever started doing giveaways, from what I know now about the Price is Right, I'm taxing everybody.
There you
There
go.
you go.
I'll tell you what we'll do tonight for Van Halen trivia later on in the show, since it's Christmas. Let's. All right.
There you go. All right, Joe.
That's
There you go.
awesome.
Alrighty.
That is awesome.
That's cool.
The winner.
Wait, was that a sports team? What team was that?
The
For the
Patriots.
Patriots.
Put that thing
Was
in
it?
the garbage.
Yeah.
Oh.
From an angry Jets fan.
That's good. Oh, that is awesome.
That's
There you go.
That's
That's your
nice.
prize for tonight.
Look at that.
nice, man.
Awesome. We don't fuck around.
That's it.
Yeah. Tony, I've had a couple people hit me up, interested in guitar builds and things like that, but they're familiar with your collection of stuff in Van Halen Trivia. And
awesome.
I believe I'm waiting for the name to pop up, but there's some people that are going to try and win because they want the lanyard, that kind of thing. So
Nice.
there's some people that want your toys.
Okay, well, they're gonna have to. This is a hard question. But it'll be a little later on. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll put a time limit on it also. You know.
Yeah, don't give them time to Google it.
Last week we let it go and Holly got it at the end of the show.
Wow, good for her.
She knocked it out of the park.
Right before the end, yeah.
Oh, this is
But-
so intriguing.
It's a difficult one. But yeah. So Shreddy is with us. We got some show dates for Everybody Wants Some right there.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you, buddy.
That is
So
killer.
dude, Geraldine's last week,
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Yep.
Excited about that. Yep.
Yeah. So Angel City will be playing with a Judas Priest tribute band that has a girl singer. So I can't wait to see that.
Nice.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
this
Cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. I get to debut the Marshall Stack.
Were you still sick during your last show, or had it passed by then?
Oh no, it was past. It was
Okay,
past.
good. Man,
Yeah,
that
because
would be tough.
it lasted a long time.
Mm.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
Still feel the remnants of it, you know.
Yep.
But I wanted to show you from that last show. So Rob Johnson let me play his Star guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I got a picture of it. So
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
have one. I'm having one built now.
Now, there's
Nice.
video of you playing that show, right?
Yeah, it's on my Facebook page.
Yes, that's where I saw it.
Yeah, we played with
people. Check it out. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we played with Van Haga too, another incredible band.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome.
How many songs did you do with the Star guitar? I think I just saw Panama.
I did two. So I did that one and Beautiful Girls.
Cool.
Beautiful
Oh
girls.
God. Oh my God. That's awesome.
I liked it so much. I'm having one built.
Very nice. That's
And
And
amazing.
I'm gonna have it with the 5150 neck, so it goes like this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't like that that neck that he put on it.
The Dan Electro, yeah.
Yeah, electro. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You don't like that? I think it looks
Yeah.
cool.
I like the 5150 neck.
That's awesome.
Can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah.
That's killer. Now,
When you have a
why?
kid,
Why are you going back to the
Hey,
full stack
Tommy.
instead of the Kemper? What's the
Oh,
main
just-
reason?
I don't know. It just cuts right through.
Mhm.
I just love the sound of it. It sounded so good.
So you notice a definite difference right there on stage when you're playing? Do you notice it right
I
there?
definitely do, yes.
Mm.
Like Kemper, I'll be using for like recordings. We're gonna be doing a nice promo video from the same company that Chris Daughtry used
Mhm.
his last video
Mhm.
Mm.
out in Framingham, Massachusetts.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Red 13 Studios. Great guys.
Excellent. Good, man. That's so
Hey.
cool, man.
Well, we're talking about guitar amps. I don't know if you guys saw it on YouTube. James
Yeah, I was-
Brown posted,
yeah,
the
I was about to
5150
ask about
iconic
that.
on there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it sounds pretty badass. If you go check it out.
Monstrous.
Yeah, it really does. It sounds great.
Is it the new one coming out?
Yeah, the iconic, the one that's made in China, I guess. It's the
Wow.
price is like, what's it, like $800 for a 100-watt head or something like that? It's
Something
real
like that.
affordable. But
Wow.
it sounds. James Brown, he's the guy that brought you the that one over there, the 5150, the original one. So
Oh,
he,
awesome.
Love
he
that
did,
rack.
yeah, so he did the this one too. And man,
Wow.
if you haven't heard it, go listen to it on there. It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I will, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that
This went out like 6 o'clock tonight. It went up the clip. I mean, they were supposed to have shipped already, but I guess everything's stuck, on a barge somewhere,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
port of Los Angeles, out in,
Floating.
Everything.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Everything.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So, but $8.99. Tom says so. That's
Wow,
Hey,
that's
Tom,
good.
what's going on, bro?
Very cool.
that's pretty amazing price for that.
Big time.
Yeah, and I think that the cabinets, the 412 cabinets, are like $4.99 each or something like that, which is
Damn.
cheaper than
Wow.
the other ones for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Chris.
I love Vivian.
Yeah, he's going to Christopher. That's who that was, right?
Yeah.
He's going to see The Last in Line this Saturday night.
Oh, nice.
And God, he's the luckiest guy here right now, you guys, as far as I'm concerned. My God, I would
Right?
love to be there, dude. I want to hear all about it.
That's cool.
Absolutely killer.
Nice.
They hit Carolina. I've said it. Me and Tony are going. You can just mark it down.
So, Shreddy, so you guys are back out there playing and got stuff on the calendar. What are the crowds like, and what's the vibe with aftermath of last couple years?
Oh, it's great. Everybody loves Van Halen, and there's really not too many Van Halen bands that can play, but not too many Van Halen bands around my area. Like, I'm from New England, so we play like New Hampshire, Connecticut, Maine. We haven't done Vermont yet, but Rhode Island.
It was a great double bill last weekend because they play only the Sammy era and you guys play the Dave era. So it was like it worked out pretty well.
Dare I say it's the best of both worlds?
There you go.
But really, both of those bands are killer.
Oh my God, Billy is a monster.
Yeah,
monster guitar player.
I've seen them play too. Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you see videos of them, and they are better live than the videos. It's like I
was
definitely.
Like,
whoa! I couldn't believe that. My friend and I were like, "Wow, they're great live."
I know because I only seen them on video, but I first saw them last week, and they just blew me away.
Yeah, it's definitely the video doesn't do them justice.
No, not at all. Video's a lot different than when you hear somebody live. Like Van Halen. My God. Watching Van Halen live.
Hey, when you're playing all these New England area shows and everything, I mean, the first thing I think of when I think of like that area is it's a huge college market, and it makes me wonder. Do you notice? Are you seeing younger Van Halen fans coming to shows now since maybe since Eddie passed, or is it still kind of like our peer group, age group kind of?
It's basically us. It's all us. Like when we went to see a concert. The same people are coming to our concerts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 50-ish, late 40s. But we do see younger kids.
Yeah.
but not all the time, or not as
Yeah, I'm
much
just
as I mean.
yeah. I'm wondering if perhaps his passing had kind of a resurgence in the younger generation or something, or even if Wolfgang is drawing now his
Yeah.
young crowds to his dad's music kind of thing. It would be that would be something like kind of. It would be like a nice icing on the cake if this whole new
Yeah.
young college generation started to rediscover Van Halen again. That would be something.
I know. But Wolfgang's stuff is so awesome. I just bought it and it's in my car right now. That's all I listen to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the rest of us have all seen him, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys seen him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all seen him.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I got to see him at the Whiskey in LA for the last show.
Rub it in, Neil. Just rub it in.
Yeah, really.
No, here's the thing. Here's the bone of contention. Charles is mad at me for two reasons. Number one, because I saw Wolfgang at the Whiskey, and number two, because the next time I'm seeing him, it's at the Wiltern. So Charles is mad at
This
me
is
for
brutal,
both reasons.
bro. This is so brutal. I gotta tell you, I'm so homesick every time I hear you tell those stories, guys. Jesus. Neil, dude.
How big is
It's
the
gonna be
whiskey?
an absolutely killer
I
show, Neil.
The whiskey.
Super cool.
How big is the whiskey? I'll let Charles
Yeah.
tell you. He worked there. Let him talk
Man,
all
it's
about.
Oh, you did?
With everybody's staff and everything, it's 372 people is legal, not counting
Wow.
employees. Okay. But
Yep.
they will pad it with an extra 50, 75 people. They will do that,
Like
depending on the
500.
venue, on the show. A lot of those won't necessarily be sold tickets. It'll
Mhm.
be, PR, things of that nature, but they'll
Yeah,
pad
yeah.
on top of that because they're going to get the door. They're not going to give any of the door away.
Right, right.
But yeah, that's the whiskey. They did add
Wow.
the upper mezzanine off of the bar. They did add a little structure up there, and that does hold an extra 40 or 50 people if they want. I do believe, Neil. So their numbers may have gone up just a smidge based on. But the thing about it is, there's only so many people you can put in that many square feet. No matter how much floor space you have, there is a top on it, and they are tough on the Sunset Strip. They've always been tough. So.
Yeah.
But it's a great play. And the Wiltern Theater's, God, that place is magic. It's absolute magic.
So good.
I've seen
Wow.
so many bands there. Y&T, Ace Frehley's Comet. One of the last shows I went to with Robin Crosby was at the Wiltern Theater.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I probably, of
place
all
is
the venues in
really
Los
dear.
Angeles, Charles, I think I've seen more shows at the Wiltern than any other venue in LA, including like the Greek and the Shrine and all that. I've been to the Wiltern. I was just there. I was there a couple weeks ago. I saw Rival Sons at the Wiltern.
Oh, cool.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
they're
so
incredible.
good, so good.
Oh, man. I love it.
And that was a homecoming show for them too, because they're from Long Beach. So that was a really raucous crowd. Lots
Wow.
of chicks in bell bottoms and tie dye. Very hippie crowd. It's kind of a Black Crowes-ish. A little hard
Yeah.
rock. Black
Got that
Crowes
same
kind of
vibe. Same
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fun show, man. Fun show.
That's
That's
heavier.
great. That's great, man.
Very
I'm
nice.
glad everything's open back up and you guys are all playing and everything's booked. And me and Tony are talking about all the shows we're going to see this next year. I swear to God, guys,
Oh,
we're going
I know.
marathon style.
When is your Mammoth show, Neil?
March 2nd, I think. Beginning of March.
Right.
That's
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a
Can't wait.
picture.
And well, I'm just going to say really quick. Sorry, John.
ahead.
I'm excited for that for two reasons also, though, because obviously seeing Wolfgang there, but because I saw Dirty Honey, the other band playing with them, open for the Black Crowes. And Tony knows this just, at the Forum a couple months ago. So I saw
Wow.
that band play as well. So I'm getting a twofer. It's not like I'm not sitting there saying like, oh, one's the opener and one's the headliner. I'm looking forward to both bands equally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 Sorry, John. Go ahead.
All right. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to put this up there, and I'll let you people.
Oh, I seen that.
Awesome.
Eddie and Val.
Oh my God.
Eddie and Val.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That is amazing.
Isn't that wild?
That is absolutely amazing. You know what's funny? I had that same photo of myself from when I went with my brother and my mom like years ago, but the exact same photo from Splash Mountain at Disney.
Yeah.
Same photo, same position, same everything. It's so
Crazy,
weird.
right?
95, John.
It had to be. The haircut says like 95.
The haircut
right?
says it, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it said 95.
Yeah. Pretty
Nice.
wild, right?
It's a great.
That's awesome.
Very nice. I've never seen that. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So, Shreddy,
Yes, sir.
crowds are good out there right now.
Um,
Live.
Geraldine's was packed, and I'm sure our next show at the New Year's Eve show will be packed too, because we're playing with a Judas Priest band.
Nice.
And
But-
didn't Pete Caruccio get up and play
Yeah,
one
he did.
rock with you guys know Pete, he was on here with us.
Yeah,
And he got up and played One Way to Rock, the other guitar part with Van Hagar.
yeah,
Oh,
he did.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
cool.
I think the singer from Van Hagar plays in Pete's Franks and Beans in Pete's
Yeah,
band.
that's right. Yeah,
Also, he's
yeah.
the singer for them too. You know,
Mike Olivia.
they do one or two shows each summer. I think that's how they do it. You know,
Yeah.
once
Where
a year they
can-
have a.
Where can we watch these shows, these recent shows, Shreddy?
Oh, on my Facebook page, you have to friend me. I didn't really take video and put it on a YouTube channel or anything.
Analog.
What I could do
Can you
is,
find that and post it.
yeah, just
I've seen the Panama video from your page,
Awesome,
and people
bro.
please, in the chat, go check them out for sure.
There is a lot of good
Yeah.
YouTube video though on your band though, Joe. I mean,
There'll be a link up
yeah,
shortly. Yeah. So those recent shows are up there.
on
Last week's show is
yeah.
up
So
there?
last week's show, a lot of people just posted stuff and tagged me. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if those people kept it for the privacy, as in just for them, or public. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
But pretty soon I will be having a professional video done. And that's in April.
Oh, nice. Good
Right.
deal.
But I'm gonna try to get so I have a video camera and I'll just set it up when we play that New Year's Eve show, and I'll just put it on YouTube afterwards, cut it up. So that'll be cool.
I cannot wait, man.
I know I asked you this before, but are you guys keeping the same set list, or are you changing it at all, or?
I'm a Van Halen fanatic, so I change it all the time.
Nice.
That's cool.
like,
Give
I
people a
wanted to
reason
play-
come back.
So you remember Jimmy, right? Jimmy was on last time with me.
Yeah.
So I used his bass player Jeff Kamen for this last show because my bass player Neil was not available. So we're friends, and he asked me, "Hey, if you ever need anybody, just give me a ring." So I gave him a ring, and he was awesome. He played awesome. Even got a little wig. But no, he played Jump on the keyboards, 1984 on the keyboards, and we also did Intruder.
Oh, very
It was
cool.
it's
That's
cool, dude. Wish I
very
had video of that. Actually, somebody had video. I'll have to send it to you when I get off of here.
Did you lead into Pretty Woman with that too?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
do
it was
that?
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. I never see people do that.
Yeah, that's a tough one to do.
Really well done, guys. I've seen it. It's really well
That's
done.
awesome.
It's super cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's good.
Nice.
What was I going with this? But no, Jeff's a great guy, great bass player.
Great bass player.
He's incredible. Very good musician.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had a great time.
Awesome.
That's so cool, man.
Jeff does the bass duty at the EVH con. He's there for the stretch. He's there for the whole
Yeah.
day playing bass at
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
play with him, John? John, did you play with him then?
Oh yeah, yeah.
he
Every-
did, yeah.
That was him on stage with you?
Yeah.
Cool.
And actually, Joe's singer Bob was the singer at the
Yeah,
EVH.
Bob.
The
con
last
this year,
one,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Bob too.
Yeah, he's a good singer, real good singer.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a great guy too.
Yeah, he seems like a real nice guy too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually, right after that EVH con, he bought a drum set for his son, who's like 2 or 3.
That's
So he bought a drum set. He brought it home and he painted it up and everything later.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
And
hey,
how old
you
How old
you
is
said-
he? You said 3 years old?
His son is, yeah.
That's cool. That
I'm
is
not going to tell you how old Bob is though, because he would kill me.
Hey, I love the fact that you mentioned that you mix up your set list all the time.
All the time.
I love that. I love that. Well, how
Yeah.
many would you say? Are there songs you guys don't know?
Well, I've been trying to do this, but drummer's going to kill me. But I want to do
In a simple
Girl
rhyme.
Gone Bad. Girl Gone Bad.
Mhm.
One we don't do is I want to do also is off of 84, the last one, House of Pain.
House of Pain.
Mm-hmm.
I love that song.
Yeah.
That's a tricky rhythm, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. We'll narrow it down and we'll nerd it down. But
Sure.
how do you open with the same song, or how often does the opening song change?
I change it all the time. Like if we had a set, if we're playing one week, then the next week I'm just going to keep it pretty much the same. But the next gig, I'd probably change it, So I usually open up sometimes with our theme song, Everybody Wants Some.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could do, I like the beginning of Atomic Punk.
That's a good opener.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to think. Like when we do Running with the Devil, I do Eruption, and then I do Really Got Me. I put those all together.
Yeah.
So I think those
They're expected to be
iconic,
Yeah. You nail it too, dude.
You sure do, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Sure do.
Well, as my wife knows, I practice every fucking day.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Excellent.
So I'd sit there and just play like the same thing over and over again. Like John knows, I love I'm the One. I just sit there and keep playing that one part that gives me the troublous part is the beginning of that solo. Beginning of the solo and also just the beginning of the song. So I just sit there and play.
That's one of the most complicated. We've talked about that before.
I think that is the most complicated.
It is.
Yeah, I think we've all kind of reached an agreement in terms of a guitar showcase piece from start to finish.
And it's not just the notes or whatever you're playing. It's because that swing, it's the feel of that song. It's just the hardest. Just even the very beginning where it starts. It's just that swing he has. It's
right.
If you have it or you don't, or you got to work real hard to get it.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're slightly out of the pocket, the whole thing doesn't work.
Exactly. So the first one is 4, the next one's 3, 4, 3, 4. It's really tough. And he's got that. Yeah. He's got a wit. When Eddie picks, he picks with these 2 fingers. I don't know how he does it. Yeah. It's the weirdest.
Yeah. So how often? Obviously, you play every day, and I think you have to. How often does the band get together to rehearse? I mean, you guys can't possibly just go gig to gig without rehearsals, right?
The full band hasn't played since, because Neil, the bass player, he wasn't there for the last gig, so we haven't played since October. So we're gonna have a rehearsal actually tomorrow. Yeah. You know what? I'll put it on my Facebook page. I'll keep it live so you guys can watch it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll keep it public so people can watch it.
Nice.
That'd be awesome, man. That'd be fantastic.
So if you guys are seeing this, I'm going to be doing this Facebook Live. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah. You don't have to give away the set list. You can mix it up however you want. No secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta put your information up there.
Yeah.
When are you gonna do that, dude?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What time?
I could put it on just on my. I could probably just do it on my YouTube channel too, right? Because I think you can go live there.
Yeah, sure.
I might just do that. That way everybody can see it. Don't have to friend me.
Yeah. They're going to want to friend you after they watch
it. About what time Eastern would that be?
Well, we start at 7, so I probably do about 8 after we warm up.
Gotcha.
So to answer your question, after we start playing out, we don't really practice.
Yeah.
It's just we already know the songs. We beat the shit to death over COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
when we couldn't play.
Well, I'm sure you probably feel this way as well. But there's a certain amount of honor code amongst your peers, the other guys in the group, to bring their A game too when you're not practicing. I think those of all of us who've been in bands before know when you don't practice with each other all the time, you're expected to practice on your own. And,
yeah. Everybody has
don't
their own thing to do, right?
Yeah.
But I want to tell you a little story. My drummer does not practice at all. He just practices when he comes to gigs, and he's just incredible. I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it.
Man. Oh,
Bobby,
man.
love you, buddy.
Can't wait till this video tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
So I think they're going to be mad, but okay.
I guess it is. It is a new world out there, getting together once a week for most bands. It's totally different now, I'm sure.
I just recently, Slash and Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators have their 4th album coming out in the next month or so. I think they've released two singles are already out. But he just did an interview, and he was talking about when he was writing the songs, they didn't get together in the same room and play them together until they were recording. And he said for months it was shuttling tapes back and forth between each other, sending a demo to them. They'd do something, send it back to him. He'd do something. All this, Zoom meetings and playing stuff. So, and they had it down. By the time they recorded, they banged it out in like 2 weeks because they all knew their parts. And so it was a quick recording process. But that's fascinating to me that for the first time to get together with the band and you're recording without rehearsing. That's the world we live in now.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, since the pandemic started, a lot of people had, bands couldn't play together, but a lot of them wrote and recorded albums.
Yeah.
And every album that I've heard that was written down there is freaking phenomenal because they've had so much time to sit and actually work stuff out and write like great songs. You know what I mean? So that year, a lot of them took advantage of it. And I'm telling you, I've heard some great music over the last,
there has been but a lot of time to make music.
There's no excuse not to. A lot of people don't want to make records anymore, but they had a year to do it, and a lot of them did. I have heard a couple of sides of the other side of that. We had Shea Ross on the other show a while back, Show Me Your Pick, and she said that she just couldn't write in lockdown. None of them could. It was just a blah time and just couldn't write.
Wow.
Or everybody's different, I guess, right?
Hard to write.
Yeah.
But at that time they had a lot of stuff in the can.
Sure. Yeah.
As a cushion, I guess, but but there has been a lot of music out that's coming out now that was made. Yeah.
During the pandemic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, John, you're right though. Everybody reacts differently to, with different writing styles. There are times I'll alternate between there are days where I'll schedule time where I'm going to do writing. And I'll try and sit myself down, and then I have this way to work through writer's block where I'll just keep writing whether it's good or bad. I'll just keep doing it, and that. And then there are other times when I'm like, this is just crap. The schedule doesn't work for me anymore. I'm gonna wait for inspiration to come, and then just have a tape recorder and a guitar ready every time. And it works both ways. There are days when having my life organized and scheduled, and I'll be able to crank out commercial pop songs great. And then there are other times when I'm in the middle of the night and I got a riff in my head and I'm like, oh my God, I got to grab this and record it. And then next thing you know, I got a 10-minute opus. So, some 10-minute Pink Floyd song or something. So
no, you got to just, whenever it strikes, you kind of got to, that's how I do it. Whenever it just strikes,
Yeah.
Yeah. I do make an effort though. And I've gone probably for almost 20 years now. I do try to write something every day. like whether it's a single sentence that I'm like, that's a good hook, I'm going to use that in a song, or whether it's a complete composition. I force myself to pick up the guitar every single day and write something. And, you know, a lot of times it's maybe just a chorus that I'm like, I'll use it at some point. But that kind of training disciplines me to when a pandemic like this hits, all of a sudden the floodgates open. And I've written a ton of demos over the last year and a half. So
nice.
I do a lot in the car. I notice in the car.
I do too. I do too.
I do it in the shower.
Yeah, car or on the toilet. You know, that's when you sit there.
Right.
That's why Eddie had a recorder in his bathroom.
Yeah, I keep the phone next to me. And, oh, this is a cool little thing, and I save everything on my phone, every little thing.
So
in
do
the
I.
car,
Yeah.
I just play stuff.
I
like,
do that too. I play and I just have my phone. Oh, that sounds cool. Just click it on the phone. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah,
Instant recorder.
I usually it's funny. I usually do the same thing because I'll always set my video and record myself. I'll half of my videos on my phone are 30-second clips of me playing on an acoustic, like a riff or a chord progression or something, and then the other half are 30-second clips of me humming a melody with no words yet, but the vocal line that I want to do that fits that song.
And I can always tell which videos they are on there because it's just sometimes it's like a dark screen on the video because it's like the phone's laying there. That's how I know
it's nighttime.
Yeah,
I can always tell they're nighttime and like I'm ghostly lit by the TV.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Very cool.
Right on. I want to ask you guys about this new Reels David Lee Roth thing in a second, and I'm going to pull something about that up. But I'm dying to open one of these boxes, dude.
Go for it, Tony.
Do it.
Do it.
This one or this one?
That one.
Door number one or door number
that
two?
One.
Actually, I would go with that one. No, I take it back. That one.
All right.
Do it now. Come on.
Do it. All right.
Do it now. I'm here.
All right.
Now, these aren't Christmas presents that you're supposed to hold on to, right?
No.
Okay, good. Because Santa's elves are watching and they know if you've been cheating.
Nice. Cool. All right. Let me.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Sunset.
yeah.
Dude. Sunset
Oh,
Sun.
my
Love
God.
Wow.
Oh, that's killer. That is absolutely
that's
killer.
a good one. I like that one.
Oh, dude.
Definitely
amazing.
like
That's cool.
Nice.
That is freaking awesome.
That is really, really
nice.
cool.
Well done. Who said that?
Me.
Oh, you were just
that. Me.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Santa
it's a gift from me to
Claus
me.
did. That's right.
That's awesome. That is very cool.
Nice. Always need a new hat. Always.
Yeah. Nice lids.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Go check out Sunset Sounds site. They got some cool stuff there, dude.
I love the YouTube channel they put out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They've got one of Holly Lewis's Tinkerman posters up on their wall.
Do they?
Yes, they do. Yes,
Awesome.
they do.
You mean that?
Holly gets around, man. Yes, the one right there. That's the one.
Holly gets around.
Far reaching. Far reaching. International. Absolutely.
Now, I think on their site, I think they still have these things.
Those are really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So let me go to, let's see where it is. How about, you can see that all right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So this first aired on Sunday, and the first rerun of this is this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it comes on
I want
again.
that mug.
That's super cool.
Right.
But I did not watch it.
I didn't
I
see
didn't
it
watch
either.
it either. Yeah.
I didn't see it either. No.
Didn't either.
But I saw the same article that you just pulled up. I've seen that. I've got it set on my Reels channel.
Anybody in the
Yeah.
chat see it?
Yeah. Any of you guys see it?
Any of you guys see it? Was it any good? Or was it like that Van Halen one, which was kind of cheesy? Remember that one?
Was it the breaking
Bad
the band one?
wigs. Yeah, it was like really bad wigs and stuff like that in that one.
Right.
See
Like
this
mine.
Joe,
Ed-
it was your
Ed-
wigs.
Ed
Your wigs
says he
were
watched it
way
twice.
worse than yours in there. Trust me.
Kurt's watched it.
Kurt watched it.
Kurt watched it.
Okay, Kurt, what's the review? Any good?
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
What's the word?
What's the word, Kurt? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Cheesy.
Ed watched it. Ed DeBrill watched it too. Said he watched it twice.
I'd watched it twice. Wow.
Cheesy. He says cheesy.
Okay.
Yeah, I've not
Ed,
watched
Ed,
it.
did you have to watch it twice to realize it was that cheesy? Or you didn't
Right.
Doogie hated it.
Kurt, you say the word, man.
That's good, Kurt.
I will go over there and we will spend a rainy evening snuggled up under a pink blanket.
Too much information, Neil. A little too much.
It's on Reels.
Very cool.
Yeah, the Reels channel.
Kurt does says seriously though it was great. A lot of it
was
a lot of
good.
it was
It's
review.
cool
It was
seeing
cool.
Marshall Burl. I did see a still photo of Marshall Burl, and he's kind of scary looking dude. Kind of
Very.
creepy. He's like a creepy, creepy grandpa. He looked like, Doogie said it was full of lies. So
Oh,
there you
really?
go.
Yeah, well,
From somebody who was there.
Well,
I
but
don't know if that even
watching it,
surprises me.
I mean, I can imagine having not seen it, what it's going to be like. But was it
Mhm.
good though at all, guys? Worth watching?
Greg Renoff was great on it, Ed said.
Oh,
So
Oh,
that
so
part
we're
will be
watching
good.
for that.
He's
Yeah,
always
that'll
good,
be
Greg
cool.
Renoff. Yeah, he's always
yeah,
good.
he's awesome. I love that book he wrote.
Yeah,
It's a great book.
both of them are great. Yeah, both of his
Yeah.
books.
Guys,
You
I'm
know,
just saying
without
again.
having,
Go ahead, Neil. Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, without having seen it, I kind of have a hunch that I'll get more out of the guest appearances on the documentary than we will
Yeah.
from David.
Yeah. And I was going to say, I can't wait for Steve Rosen's new book, guys. I'm chomping.
I was gonna say that too, man.
Man, like a rabid
Oh
dog.
my
I
God.
cannot wait.
Hello, Holly.
Anticipation.
Yeah,
Hey, Holly, how you doing,
Hi,
sweetie?
Holly.
500
We're just
pages of
talking
gold.
about you.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah, Tony, you got to, if you speak to Steve Rosen along the way in the next month or two, any updates that he gives you,
Definitely.
that would
he
be
promised them to us.
great. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly, right?
Yeah. Steve will be calling. He's hard at work. Um, yeah, he is hard at work. So um, let the new year unfold and get in the spring, and
March.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe early summer.
Oh, okay.
You know, um, they don't always go as planned.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
You know,
here's the other thing to consider though. If he's going the self-publishing route that he talked about when he was
Mhm.
on our show, you don't have to jump through all the kind of legal hoops that you do with a regular publisher. So he should be able to. That should almost be published the moment he says it's done.
mm,
You don't have to go through the same kind of things for approvals and
Right.
whatnot with contracts.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah,
in theory, the moment he's happy with it and he says it's done, we could see it within a month.
I'm sure he's going to have some legal people looking it over just to cover
Oh,
and
I'm sure.
make sure. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure. There's no way to avoid that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be great, though.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know.
He had the best Eddie interviews.
Yeah. And remember what he said when he was here. He said that the reason publishers won't pick it up is because it's too long, and he
Yeah.
doesn't want to edit it. So we're getting everything.
I know. That's awesome.
Nice.
I know you guys have seen that same shot, but with the
With Eddie, right? In the old
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eddie?
the Eddie
Yeah.
and Eddie.
older
Yes,
Right.
superimposed.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
which is super cool.
Wicked.
Really cool, man.
I have trouble believing that Steve Rosen's look ever went out of style. I just don't know why that went away. Look at that.
You guys, I wish you could have seen him back in the early 80s. He was a trip, guys. Look, he's a trip. The guy you know
I
now
bet.
is the same guy. He hasn't changed. He's gotten older. But
Yeah.
no, he was a trip. He was a real cool character.
That's awesome.
Smooth,
Yeah.
cool. He was cool. Very
Real
cool.
person.
Yeah, he had to be to earn the trust of
Yeah.
of Eddie and for it to be invited into that circle where you're getting
Right.
calls in the middle of the night, waking you up, saying, "Hey, come on over." Like those,
You're
you,
You're right
had to
there,
be
Eddie.
a cool cat. You had to be a cool cat.
Well, clue number one to me is when Charles said that Steve would knock on the back door and not go in the front door.
Yeah,
He knew how to navigate his way around
Yeah.
a rock club.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
No
yes.
doubt about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. So where are we at?
Hey, Ed has a fun question in the chat. He just asked, "How many EVH Funko Pops did everybody order?" You know that this past week we saw that even Wolfgang
Right.
talked about it, that they finally released 0. Really?
Not yet.
Not a
Not
one?
yet.
Yeah, you
No.
gotta wait till it comes out.
Wait
You know,
till it
then we'll all
comes
scramble.
out.
Yeah, I think they come out in March. I got
Yeah.
one. I ordered one. So
Yeah, they'll be available then. I don't see them being too hard to come by.
Oh, okay.
I've got the GNR ones.
Wow.
I've
Yeah.
had them, and yeah, it's nice, but it's a little bit of a wait.
Ed
Yeah.
ordered 3 of them. Kurt pre-ordered 3 of them. Wow.
I want to put one on my amp
There you go.
right on top of it.
Nice.
I have this kind of weird. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this. It's not something I talk about, but one of the demos I recorded years ago, and it was just a home demo song that I recorded. I made a video of it with I green screened Funko Pops and had them acting out the performance to my songs. And the Funko Pop performers, my band consisted of Justin Bieber was the lead singer. I think who was Metallica's bass player,
Trio?
Tijo?
yeah.
Tio?
Tio. And then let's see, Mark Hoppus from Blink 182, was a guitar player, and then the drummer was Will Ferrell's character from the Cowbell skit on SNL. And that was, and I there was this app I found that you could animate photos of your pets and make your pets talk. I think it's called Talking Pet. And it's just an app where you take a still photo. So I did all kinds of photographs of the Funko Pops, and then I sang the song and animated the Funko Pop singing it, and then imported that into like live video. So I mean, the production value was awful. It's god awful, but it was one of the. I look at it and I laugh hysterically because I just think it's like this band I put together was so random and so stupid, and it was just a bad demo song that I did. But it was so ever since then, every time a new Funko comes out, somebody yells at me and they're like, "Oh my god, you got to get this! You got to have your next band needs to be Prince and Slash and and all this." So now I'm excited that I'm finally going to have an Eddie one.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Nice. Finally got the good guitar player.
Yeah, right. Jumping in the air.
That's awesome. Hey, Lenny, Lou, and Mary in the chat.
Hey,
good to see
Lenny,
you guys. Love
Lou.
you guys.
Good to see you. Yeah, they'll be here soon enough. March. Yeah, I'll get my hands on one for sure.
Yeah, I will too.
Yeah. All right. I tell you what, let's have some fun. Guys are just in time. Let's run around of Van Halen trivia.
All right.
And so these questions been getting a little harder as the weeks have been going. So yeah. Tonight is no exception.
Nice.
So let's put a cap on this, John. Time cap. How long?
Let's see. What time we got here? Let's say 20. Let's go 10:45. What do you think?
Yeah, that works. 20 minutes. 25 minutes.
20 minutes.
All right.
25 minutes. Yeah.
Analog Kid out there in the chat, keep an eye on things. If an answer comes out of the blue and we have our heads turned, make us aware. But let's run this. So kids.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, there it is. All right, got it.
Man,
I
think that clock is slow.
I think the clock is slow. So, what we're going to give away on the other show, we made some backstage passes for a contest, and felt kind of weird about not making them for this show. There's no contest over here, so we made them just for ourselves. But if you get this question tonight, I'm gonna pop this in an envelope and ship it to you. There's an email address down below.
Nice.
It says trivia winners email. Email me your name and address, and I will mail you this thing out.
I'm going to give a shout out to the one guy I know has been looking to try and win this too. So Paul Martino, if you're in the chat, and I don't know if you are, if you go by a different name in the chat, this is your chance, buddy. Step up.
Bring your A game, babe.
You got this.
Right on. Come on, Paul.
All right.
Get in there.
Kids ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready? All right. All right. So here we go. Good luck. First correct answer we see is the winner.
Good luck.
According to Redbeard on last week's show, what band name appeared on the permit when Van Halen played the Free Dallas show?
Oh, crap.
What was the band's name on the permit that they obtained to play in downtown Dallas
Somebody's
on
going to get
December
this.
4th,
Yeah.
1991 that we
Somebody's
talked
gonna
He
get
about
this.
mentioned
last
it
week
last week's show. He
with
mentioned it last week.
Redbeard.
Yep. Did Keith just get it? I'm trying to think.
Annie, you don't know this.
Okay.
Man.
All right. So, once again, before we move on, according to Redbeard on last week's show, what band name appeared on the permit when Van Halen played the Free Dallas show? We talked all about last week on the show that they didn't put, obviously, Van Halen's name
John
on
doing
permit.
Jeopardy.
Trying to.
They had to fudge it. They had to fudge it, and I am not seeing any correct answers. So that means
people are scrolling back through last week's show right now.
get out of the way. Get out of the way. All right.
Everybody in the chat's on YouTube watching the old show right now.
Exactly. We're going to get a lull right now. Nobody's going to comment.
Now,
That's all right.
The whole thing about this is what Redbeard said. Now, whether what he said was actually on the permit or not,
We don't know.
According to Redbeard on last week's show.
Exactly.
All right.
That's a very tough one. Listen, I got to give a hint, not a real hint, but just
here's your hint.
Okay, let's see.
I don't want to go to the post office tomorrow or Friday.
There's your hint. It's hard.
That's brutal. Nice.
Dude.
Tony, I got a hint, but it's not gonna it's not gonna work.
19 minutes to find it.
Hey, we got Tim Auger in the chat, guys. Hey Tim, what's going on, man?
Right on.
Your hint. Here's your hint. It's
welcome, Tim.
The blankety blanks. There you go. That's all you get. The blankety blanks.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's 2 words, and an S is on the end of the last word. The blankety blanks.
That's it.
So you have to fill in the
I think
blanks.
everybody's going back through last week's show right now, so we might as well talk about something else.
Holly, you're you're in the ballpark, right? It's something like that,
Could be many things.
Yeah. Holly's just too nice, though.
Here you go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, right.
Price is wrong, Bob.
Yeah, exactly.
The price is wrong, Bob.
You have overbid.
The whole game show theme here going tonight, huh?
You're right. Yeah, we picked a good night for trivia.
Hey.
We did. But yeah. So while those guys for sorting that out will sort these things out. Now, if anybody wants
Some.
some,
Man plug. There you go.
Shameless
if
plug. Shameless
anybody,
plug.
if anybody wants a guitar built like that,
Nice.
very nice, very nice. Neil Daly at Daily Custom Designs will certainly build you one, and he will gladly talk to you about your build of interest. His links are down below in the description. Contact him.
Nice nail.
Yeah, let me
Guy.
let me point out really quick. As you can see, we've got we've got a whole bunch of stuff here right now.
5150.
We've got plenty on the shelf. All of these are custom builds. They have been sorted through my buyers, everybody that's been interested, all the customers that contact me, and they say they want a specific guitar build. The first thing I say is, okay, what era, what pickup do you want, what strings, what frets, what neck radius, let's go over all this stuff. And the majority of the people haven't even thought about that. They just thought that these were just a commercial run-of-the-mill build that I could spit out left and right, and they're all the exact same. That's not the kind of guitar that I want to make. I choose to make them custom for everybody so that it's perfect for them. A lot of them are not exact replicas, and I choose not to use the word replica. They're tribute guitars, but again, like I said, they're all custom to the individual buyer.
Nice.
The one thing I want to graciously give Adam Roach a shout out, who, as you guys know from the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a Bumblebee striped version of a Kramer Pacer guitar, two humbucker pickups that we've been working on, and we consulted on everything about that guitar. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the show. I wasn't able to come on live with you guys when I still had it before I shipped it out. I wanted to showcase it and give it some time and talk about all the things we did, but I wanted to get that out to him and get that, because that's going overseas. That's going to Australia. So I sent it out about over a week ago, and I'm hoping he gets it by Christmas. We don't know. It's out of my hands now, but in theory, as soon as he gets that, hopefully he'll get it by Christmas. Adam, if you're out there, I don't know if you are, he has agreed to come on the show as a guest to talk about his band, his music, all kinds of stuff that he's doing. He's friends with Simon. Simon's Hosford has recorded with him, done a guest spot on one of his albums. So the guy's working all the time and doing a lot musically in Australia. And he's going to showcase the guitar that we built together, kind of like Simon did on our show a while back. So I'm, as much as I would have loved to show it off myself, I'm almost more eager to let Adam do the talking once he gets it. So
Cool.
Nice.
that's just an example of what we do.
Now, isn't Adam, he's the tech for Simon and his band.
No, I think that's Joe you're thinking of. Joe was the guitar tech that put together the neck after the neck split on Simon's. Adam's got his own band. Adam and Weedman, I think, is the name of the group that they record under right now. And for the people that love Van Halen, you're going to love this guy's stuff. I mean, it's straight up 80s rock. It sounds exactly like 80s rock. It's right in our wheelhouse, guys. It's the kind of music we love and listen to, and it's very heavy guitar driven, lots of solos. He also is a music teacher, and he does a really cool thing where he brings in his students and lets them get some recording experience with him, and he puts them on tracks and does some really cool stuff. I mean, I love what this guy's doing. It's just awesome. And he was, and again, the thing I really appreciated and I really enjoyed was talking to him and making sure that we got him the guitar that he wanted. It was, we had quick conversations. Originally he said he wanted a Bumblebee kind of thing, and then we talked about that, and then the conversation shifted. He sent me pictures of him playing in bands, and they were all Kramers in the 80s. And so then then we kind of talked, and I'm like, well, you seem like a Kramer guy. He's like, oh, I love the body feel of a Kramer. That's my kind of thing. And I'm like, well, why don't we do that? And again, we kept tailoring it more towards, I need to get people out of the blinders that say this is what's, we're doing this tribute. Everything is going to be the exact same, because everybody wants a different pickup. Everybody likes different frets. Everybody likes a different neck radius, these type of things.
Yeah.
And that's why I say I'm not doing replicas, because I'm not building Eddie's guitar. I want to make that clear. I'm not building Eddie's guitar. I'm going to make a tribute of Eddie's guitar for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I enjoy doing. And Adam, it was a lot of fun to put that thing together, and we go over it, and we talked every day for weeks. And he's got something that he's going to love. I'm excited about it.
Nice.
Excellent.
That's awesome, man.
Can't wait to see.
Oops.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Well, I won't even get started on how nice I love mine. I'll just let it go this time, man. It's
yeah.
Beautiful guy. Plays so good.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear it. Love it.
So
Love
good.
it. I couldn't be happier. We still got guesses coming in.
Nothing about mail, though.
Kurt wants me to.
Do you have a website, Neil?
Right now I just do. I have a Facebook page, and
cool.
I go through daily custom designs. It's on there. And the funny thing is, I went through the process earlier this year. I had opened up a storefront on Daily Custom Designs where people could order and go through. Like, I had a commerce page attached to it where I could sell product. But the problem was, I sold out of whatever I had immediately, and then started taking only commission builds. So then it was kind of pointless to have a storefront, because I was listed, everything that I made was out of stock. And then I had people try to order things. And I even had a guy who, it was kind of embarrassing to me. I had a guy pay for a guitar that I didn't have. And he was like, yeah, how soon can you get this to me? And I'm like, I got to build it. I don't have it.
6 months.
He said, oh, well, it's so I took down the commerce portion of the page. I'm like, I get rid of the storefront thing. And right now, just everybody, if you want to contact me through Facebook, through Instagram, Neil Daily Rocks or Daily Custom Designs. And I've got plenty of orders, and I'm always taking them. The lead time right now, like I've got 6 5150s behind me that are almost ready to go out. And I've got a total of 9 altogether that are going to be done before the new year. And the lead time, I tell people, erring on the side of caution, I tell everybody about 8 weeks. And so far, knock on wood, we're going to beat that time. And that's what we're shooting for. So
I'll hit you up.
Yeah, I'd love to build one for you. I like seeing my work on display. That's one of the things. I've had some people contact me, and I want to make sure that I kind of explain this in a non-snobby way. I've had people contact me and say, I don't know how to play the guitar. I just want a piece of Eddie Van Halen kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so we've talked, and then I've said, okay, so I'm going to get rid of all the standard questions I would talk to a guitar player about. And instead just, if somebody wants the 5150 live without a net look, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly what you're going for. I know how much relicking to do on it. And then the guy said, I'd like to try and keep the costs down. And I was very honest with him. I said, if you don't know how to play the guitar, to be honest with you, I can put just about anything on it. There's no reason for you. I can put a $30 pickup in it. I can put a licensed Floyd Rose on it. That's not, it's a Chinese knockoff kind of thing, but it'll look the exact same. Just, if you're not concerned about the quality of the parts, let's make a cheap one for you. Let's do something like that. And, we got it to him, got it out to him, and he loves it. And he put it in a display case in his house, like a glass case he got on Amazon. And he showed me a picture of it, and it's beautiful. It's awesome. And it's, and then I've got other guys that come to me and they say, they'll say, this is the pickup I want. These are this is the Floyd Rose model I want. These are the tuners I want. These are the, all the stuff. And I'm like, sounds good. Let's do whatever you want.
So cool.
Right on.
And John knows too. The last thing I'm going to say, I don't mean to spin this all about my guitar builds.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to steal the spot.
No,
But
it's good.
as John knows, there are plenty of replica builders out there that I am friends with and that I've learned a lot from that do phenomenal jobs. There's Donnie Ward, Dave Nesdall, Chris Hubbard, Rob Johnson. There's a lot of them out there. That I'm not trying to steal their business and compete with them. They know that I do, I'm selling guitars for less than they do. They have a clientele that wants perfection and wants the exact replica of what Eddie had, and they're willing to pay top dollar for it. And I think that's amazing. I think that's awesome. And these guys are fantastic to me, and I've been fantastic back. I hope. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to, for those that can't afford a $3,000 or $4,000 replica, I don't want price to be a reason that the average working guy can't get can't relive that nostalgia of having something that reminds him of Van Halen.
There's a whole other demographic that they don't kind of cater to because they're.
Yeah, they don't have. They actually John. You talked about Craig Stoffco with me and everything. We talked. There's a lot of guys out there that even like a Dave Nesdall, I had a conversation with directly, and he said, "I'm happy somebody like you is doing what you're doing because then I don't get badgered by people that can't afford my work." So in a weird way, it's kind of this weird synchronicity where I have my own demographic and they have their own, and we all sponge off each other and learn from each other and it's great. There's enough to go around.
Yeah,
in a perfect world, everybody I know would have a Van Halen guitar in their house. So,
right.
There's room for everybody.
Very cool.
Everybody offers something different. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a.
My wife was like, another one.
Yeah.
Can never have enough.
Right on.
Exactly.
Never have enough. Everybody wants some.
Neil's links.
One.
That's right. Yeah.
Neil's links are down below.
Cool.
If
I'll
you
check
need
them
him.
out.
Yeah.
So Tony,
do we got one yet?
You got to go to the chat, Tony.
We do.
Look at that.
Somebody got it?
2.
The sniveling twats.
Who got it first?
Where are they at?
Keep going up.
I see Keith H.
I see Keith Campbell got it. Christopher Lifestyle got it.
Hang on. Let me look. I'm seeing Keith H.
Holly was very close earlier. Holly was very close.
Yes, Holly was very close.
I mean, literally.
I see Christopher Sawa got it.
Yeah, he might have got it
There's
first.
Chris. No, Keith H is the winner.
Yep.
Keith H.
Yeah, it looks like
That's
Keith
the
H.
first
Keith
one
H.
right there. Keith H.
Keith H, brother. That is killer. That is killer, bud.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so let me show this answer. Now that is exactly what Redbeard said last week on the show.
That's a riot.
Yeah. That's
Ladies and
the
gentlemen,
band's
sniveling
name
twats.
that they put on the permit.
Oh God, just picturing that.
Right.
No, like take a moment and literally picture that phrase. Think about that. That's
Right.
oh my God.
Let's go see him.
But how Redbeard said it makes me wonder if he was just guessing or
Trying to remember.
Yeah, right.
I doubt they would have actually put that on the app because it would have drawn a lot of attention, a lot of negative.
Yeah.
So, but that's what he
TMZ.
said. He said that's what Redbeard said. So,
Hey, by the way, John, you nailed it with the timer on that because I think we gave that away at about 41 after, and you gave him till 45. So
yeah,
nice.
Right on with your clock,
dude.
John gets one too.
Right
Awesome.
on, dude.
Nice.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Super cool,
So
bro.
so nobody has these, dude. You're the first and
That is
only
awesome.
one.
That is
Look,
awesome.
look nice hanging from your rear view.
Nice.
And
Excellent.
thanks for being here, Keith. So Keith, I think you won on Show Me Your Pick, and I have your address somewhere. But if you would please, sir, email me your name and address, and I'll get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, and thanks for playing along,
Awesome.
and thanks for watching last week as well.
Excellent. Out of the park,
And
bro.
way to go, and thanks to everybody
Yeah.
You guys
Everybody.
rock.
playing.
Guys
Yeah,
rock.
yeah.
Even everybody that just watched last week's show about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, right. Took them that long.
Tony just did that to
Fast forward,
spike his
fast
views
forward.
from last
That's
week.
what he
That's all
did.
it
That's
was.
exactly what he did.
Right?
There's going to have twice as many views on last week's show now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
All right. So I'm going to live up to the name of Almost Impossible Van Halen Trivia next week, and it will get harder. But, hey, dude, it's Christmas time.
I went by so quick.
Oh, my God.
It's Christmas time.
Almost 2022.
I know.
I know.
Right? Jesus.
So next week is December 22nd.
Yep.
Next Wednesday, a couple of days before Christmas, and we are going to have ourselves a little Christmas party around here with
Yeah,
you
boy.
guys. And
Oh, my
there is
God. I
the
love
card.
it. That is awesome.
I love that. That's awesome. That should be your next guitar.
Absolutely.
Hey, by the way, Sandra, if you're listening, I got your package in the mail. So we'll add it to the show next week.
Yeah, we will have some fun next week with gifts.
Yes, so there will be a lot of gifts opened up. There'll be, yes, there's lots of gifts underneath the tree that'll be opened up, and it'll be a big mess in everyone's house.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. And once again, there is your card for next week, the Christmas show. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I got a new calendar. And yeah, so the 22nd, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, special thanks to our guest, man. This is so great having you again on the show, and I'm glad I could be a part of it this time.
Hey, thank you,
thank you.
Neil.
Yeah,
It
Joe.
was a pleasure.
Dude,
This was awesome. Thank you.
Shreddy.
Right on. Everybody, make sure you check out his Facebook page, friend him, and if all goes well tomorrow, barring any shocking developments, we should maybe get a rehearsal live.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, Joe, that's gonna be cool, man.
Super cool.
And
Awesome.
those are his dates. Everybody wants some. New Year's Eve, January, February, and March.
Yeah.
I've got more.
Out
but I
on
didn't put them all
YouTube,
up yet.
guys. Excellent
Kids,
videos. Excellent.
Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Joe,
Yes, sir.
you rock, dude.
Yeah.
I got a big black thing in front of me. Well, there's a lot of Van Halen trivia guitarists out there, and we're just doing what Eddie gave it to us, since
There you
we're
go,
kids.
Yeah. But
Right
most importantly, though, considering the last 18 months, almost 2 years now, what the world has gone through, I'm happy to see you touring and playing regular shows. You know, a couple of months coming up. I mean, we all know musicians, guitarists, everything. You got to play. You got to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you die a little bit inside. So
That's right.
you
I
know,
don't know what I'd do if I didn't
I'm
have
happy
that.
for you, man. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm doing what I love, man. I'll just tell you, since I was a kid, okay, so my dad taught me since I was 5, and he was a big was a surf rocker guy. I forgot his name.
Dick Dale.
Dale?
No, something like that though. Ah, fuck, I forgot his name. But anyways, he taught me, and then I heard Van Halen when I was like 12, and I said, "Wow, you can't teach me this. I gotta learn this." So I've been trying to learn this forever, and I finally opened the door to my bedroom, and here I am.
There you go.
Amazing.
So-
That's amazing.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool.
Outstanding.
Love Van
Yeah.
Halen.
Oh, Van Halen, dude.
Yes.
As you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me on here. It was a very big pleasure.
Anytime, brother.
Joe,
pleasure.
it's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Our
dude.
pleasure.
Come
Yeah,
back
Joe.
and see
Sure.
us.
I'll be
Yeah.
back next Wednesday watching you guys.
Wonderful.
Yes. Joe, always. And we'll be watching. Where's
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll send Tony the link.
Okay.
Good. We'll share it for sure.
Yeah. All right. All right. Hey, I'm almost forgetting something. Before we get gone, let's unbox something else.
Yeah, that one.
And we'll call it a night. All right. All right. So this is the result of a
Paternity test.
I
Sorry.
guess
Sorry.
so.
Flashbacks. Flashbacks. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
It's a flashlight. I'm sorry.
I guess this is from the Black Friday sale that I jumped on.
Nice. It's a pedal.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got shoes.
I know, right? Oh, it's a wah.
Cool box.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice box.
It is
Yeah.
a lot.
Does that say
Yeah,
what
it
size
is
they
a
are?
cool box.
You
Size
don't wanna give
11.
your size out. You
There
don't want
you
to
go,
give your
size
size
11.
out. That stuff's personal.
Dude.
Double
All
rib.
right. Nicely in paper. Oh, Lord. All right.
You got Vans?
Okay. All right. Nice box. She's a keeper. But check these things out, dude.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those are sweet, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You're the height of fashion, brother.
Yeah.
What do you
Perfect.
think? What do
Look
you
at that.
think?
Yeah.
Real nice. Nice.
Those actually look ridiculously comfy. Forget about just the cool
We'll
stripe
see.
pattern. Those look awesome.
We'll soon find out. Yeah, look at the stripe pattern.
Oh,
Right.
man.
I'm digging that. And
It's like Craig Stoffskull's job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's the
Super cool.
Yeah.
The
The
stealth.
stealth.
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
let's see what these things are all about here.
Hope you cut your toenails.
All right.
Well,
Crocs. Nice.
All right. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up.
Excellent.
Nice. Well done.
Hey, Tony, one other thing. John has been strumming on an absolutely badass Strat all
Yeah,
night
show
long.
it,
Hasn't even
Johnny.
Yeah,
shown
he
it to
showed
us.
us before.
Thank you,
Yeah.
John.
Wow.
Look at this, guys.
Right on.
That is nice.
Look how pretty she is.
Sunlight.
Is that a recent acquisition, John? Or
no, I've had it for 30 years, actually, this one.
30
Wow.
years.
Yeah.
Show us, dude. Show
oh my
us.
goodness.
So it's nice because it's starting to get, all discolored
Yellowing.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
buy it new?
So I did. I bought it new. Yeah. I got
Nice.
married, and I think I bought myself this when I got married.
Got married and got a Strat. I like that.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be the last guitar I was ever going to be able to buy. So I figured let me go get a Strat.
Nice.
That's sweet, John. That's awesome, bro.
It's pretty.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Very nice.
All right.
You gotta have a single coil. You gotta have a guitar with single coil pickups in there. You can't have. Man doesn't live by humbuckers alone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Do you remember where you got it from?
I got it from a local music store that was around here. That
Mom and pop shop.
yeah, but it was a real good mom and pop shop.
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah. I miss those. Guitar Center killed them all.
yeah. This was a real good one.
Awesome.
My buddy of mine was friends with the owner, and he got us into NAM through that to his friend there. Yeah, so a few times we went to NAM in the '90s. So it was early '90s.
Nice.
So yeah, when NAM was really good back then, it was great. So
That's beautiful. It's awesome.
Nice guitar.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Welcome, Tim.
Neiman Marcus.
What's up, Timmy?
Me too.
All right. Well, let's save the rest of the presents for next week then.
Yeah, we'll convene right here and have our Christmas show.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll even be able to talk about the DLR real show if we get a chance to see it this weekend. So
We will. And I'm tired of shaking presents. Yeah. All right, kids. We are gonna bail. Joe,
well,
thanks
you
for
guys.
being here.
Hey, thank
Everybody wants some.
you, Tony. thanks,
Links
man.
will be down
Neil.
in the
Charles and John, thank you for having me.
Oh yeah.
Anytime, Joe.
Love you, man.
tell your wife
you
thank you
guys.
too for letting you stay up with us.
Absolutely.
Oh, my wife is the best. Well, she's a
Awesome.
musician
Yeah.
too. She plays in a big band, like I want to say, what the hell is it called? Not a big band, but an orchestra,
Oh wow.
like
Wow.
orchestra, and she plays like clarinet. And we have an acoustic show, so we met together, and we're both musicians, and so it's very easy.
That's great, man.
Nice.
You know, she let a fact out earlier. She said that she finds your guitar on her side of the bed a lot. So, throwing it out there, buddy.
Actually, it's there right now.
That's great.
Nice.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, that's like a man's dream. That your wife can tune all your guitars for
Yeah.
you.
So when I play, she's selling T-shirts and the merchandise stuff. She likes doing that.
Oh man, you
Nice.
scored.
I did.
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
incredible.
She comes down to
She made the
EVH Con
jewelry.
with them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh
Cool.
man.
She's always there.
Right
I'm
on.
always there for her. But yeah.
So once again, we talked about this earlier in the show. Go check out the replay for The Price is Right,
Oh my
Must see
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
Oh my god.
which has aired yesterday.
Nice.
And is all over social media.
Yeah. Apparently,
You
it's
can
on
find it.
YouTube. It's on Paramount Plus and CBS.com and streaming services. And yeah, I've had people contact me that
That's
I
awesome.
didn't even know how they could have seen it. And they're like, we just happened to watch that. And we never watched the show. And we just saw you on it. And of course, I'm like, yeah, you never watched the show. You just happened to tune in. Okay.
That's it.
I have never had as much fun watching The Price is Right in my life.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
It was
it's
great.
the only thing that was almost more horrifying was because of the time difference. John's texting me yesterday morning at like what 7 o'clock in the morning here.
Well, to you, it was.
For me, yeah. Like
Yeah.
he's like telling me everything that's happening, and I haven't seen it yet. So he's like telling me all this stuff, and he's like the commercials are killing me.
I know, me too. They're like
You idiot.
a
Neil, you
minute long.
Can't skip 'em.
$300, you idiot. It wasn't $300. What is wrong with you?
John literally gave me play-by-play commentary as if it was like as if he was doing a sports broadcast. I mean, he's telling me everything that's happening
Johnny
on the show.
Olsen.
East Coast speed, baby. East Coast.
So yeah, that was. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it.
It was great to watch. It was great to watch. Yeah,
I have to check it out.
yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, great episode. Neil, so it took you a couple of cycles to win when the first 5 until you got up on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the last prize bid
Yeah.
of the day before to get on stage. It was the last one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be, I've learned one thing in Hollywood. It's you got to be fashionably late. So, I purposely I was like, I'm gonna blow the first couple and win the last one. I'm kidding.
That flannel shirt says it all, brother. That's all I'm saying.
My flannel PJs. Yeah. Oh boy,
But
talk about being
when-
unprepared.
When Drew says your hair, or the announcer guy says your hair is going to blow in the wind, you can't drive 55.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't even watching. I'm like, this is staged.
Yeah, it's synchronicity, right? I know that was. I mean, what if they would have rolled out like a red car too, or something like? It's just there were so many. It was just, yeah, that was. It was crazy, and it all goes by in a blur. And like I said, I mean, you get wrapped up in the moment. You've got 50 people in a room yelling stuff at you. You can't hear anything, and I can't see 50 feet away from me. So everything. I'm just
car.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been your wife's if that was your car. Right?
No. I'd be paying taxes on that for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Right.
But what Neil isn't telling you is they drove the other Lambo to the Price is Right that day.
Right, Neil?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We rolled in style. We, at the end, we looked at the car that they gave us, and we were like, it's a step down, but yeah, I'll stick with my Ferrari.
There you go. There you go.
Right on. All right.
Nice.
All right, kids. We're gonna bail out of here. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on replay, subscribe if you're not already. If you like Van Halen, next Wednesday, where is we'll be right back here
Hell yeah.
celebrating Van Halen, celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
Feel better, Sandra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Joe, John, Neil, Charles, we are going to bail. Have a great week,
Thank you, everybody.
guys.
Nanu.
Any last words there, Charles Green?
Hey, guys, just remember, doesn't matter if you go north, south, east, or west. Here in Halenville, man, every road leads to Van Halen. Have a great week. Do something nice for somebody this week. It's Christmas.
Oh, right on, man.
Rock on.
That's awesome.
Good,
Perfect
guys.
segue. Perfect.
Love that, Charles.
Nice, Charles.
Bye.